Good old Gus from the coffee farm. He told us get down here around 6:30. Every day the boats come flying into the beach, hit these rollers I'm sitting on. Hopefully they save me some fish, you know. I'm gonna be like the bottom of the totem pole getting fish here, but we'll see. Snapper, man, nice snapper. I want to do that, dude. I want to beach a boat so bad. That motor was still running, sucking air. Okay, cool.
Poquito, ya no gringo, poquito.
Filleting better than most people I know back home. This is it. This is where you find me. If you can't find Brad in a couple of years, it's a good chance I'm gonna be working for Mariana. Happily. You're just making me blush. Amy and habaneros and cerveza. God, love her. I would marry her. I'm not even kidding. I would marry her. I don't know if I've ever loved anyone as much as I love her. Look at her. She cut those fillets so perfectly. Ah. Here is the Pacific Great Pelican, known for its great diving ability and prehistoric face. Yes! I'm fucking moving here. Fuck it, dude. This is it for me, dude. Yeah. Alright, well, it ain't getting... Sun's coming up. We know it ain't getting colder out. Let's get this fish back in the fridge on ice and make some ceviche later, babe. We just lost power. Circuit breaker just blew up. We just lost power. Lights are out. Hope someone didn't get hurt because something definitely just electrical blew up. And I'm not talking about a light bulb, like a main. But the show goes on, baby. Ceviche tonight, baby. Woo! Hey guys, welcome back to Making It. I'm down here in beautiful Oaxaca, Mexico at Puerto Escondido on the coast. And we're lucky enough to get some really super fresh seafood. This morning we head down up the coast a little bit into the cove where all the fishing boats come in. And that's where we picked up our fish. We saw pelicans, there might have been a lamb who was wearing pants. I don't know, baby, it's Mexico. But I'm glad we're here and we're gonna make a little ceviche together, Making It style. Woo! Feeling inspired. If you're noticing my hair, bleached it, grew very fast. All right, first off, we're gonna start off with our shrine. We got a few really awesome ingredients that we found. We were down here doing a local legend episode as well with our new friend Gus from Finca Las Nieves, coffee farm about 2 hours in the mountains. And along the way, hanging out with him and his wife, we came across some really cool citrus. We'll start there. Found a tree that had these type of lemons, like a type of lemon. Not a lot of citric acid in these, not a whole lot of flavor, just like a really subtle, mild kind of lemon kind of flavor, but beautiful. And then right at the little local stores right in town here, bopping in and out, and shopping, we got some really nice key limes, or I don't know if they're key limes, they seem a little large, some of them, but just nice limes, big citric acid, and that's gonna be our main acidity in our ceviche to allow it to kind of cook and get happy and nice and fun. We're gonna eat it on the beach later. Woo! So we got some limes. We got this mammer jammer, which we found too. I believe they called it Lemon Royale, but it looks like a type of like in the citron family. We haven't cut it open yet. We haven't only found one. And then we got some really great avocados. We're in Mexico. I mean, the avocados we get back home, I live in the United States, but even in the store, oh my God, they're garbage. I mean, they're good, but when you get like a real one, like a tree ripened one, ay, Dios mío, is it delicious. Best avocados ever had, as well as mangoes. Tree ripened, wonderful. We're gonna add a little bit of that to our sauce. We're gonna add a little bit to the little texture into our ceviche as well. Little red onion, give it that nice big red onion fan. All right, it's got that bite, it's got that hot little sulfury goodness. Red onion for life, baby, love it, okay? Salt we're gonna put in there. I picked up these really amazing little tostados, these little tortillas that they crisp up, and that's gonna be our little vessel for delivery of the ceviche. My little travel extra virgin olive oil, product of Italy, it's fine. It's great. A little chili oil. This is a fun little garnish, a little drizzy, all right?
All right.
Maybe we'll use it, maybe we won't, but we have it. Toasted up habaneros, okay? Little charred up beauties. One of my favorite chilies. You know, it's got a really nice heat, but beyond that, it's got this tropical, floral, kind of fruity, big flavor in it as well. So I'm stoked about that.
Ugh.
1 serrano for good measure. I got some charred up garlic cloves, okay? Same way. And then I got 2 tomatillos that I roasted up real nice. And then for fish, we got some shrimp and the red snapper that we picked up walking distance from here, and the fish was beyond fresh. We got some cilantro, a little Thai basil, and we'll see what we can do. A little ceviche, easy, approachable, fun. Oh my God, gotta ditch the wig. Sweating, but it was fun. Enough fun and games, time to start cooking. Okay, first up, I got my blender, came with our rental, the old Black & Decker workhorse, probably as old as half the people watching this video, and that means it's good. We got 1 habanero. I'm gonna cut the stem off and maybe remove some of the seeds. The seeds on peppers are really where you're gonna get most of the heat. And a lot of that floral big notes are gonna come from the flesh of it. You still will get some heat. I have some seeds in there, but I took a bunch of them out. 1 serrano pepper into the blender. Both roasted tomatillos. Tomatillos, if you're not familiar, look, I'll cut it up a little. It's kind of like a weird little, now I shouldn't say weird, even though I'm weird. I know weird's a good thing. They're just good, vegetal, tangy, almost has like a little citric acid note to it. I love them. I got 3 cloves of garlic that I charred up the same way out of the husk. What I am gonna do real quick is just remove that little wooded tip on it. Again, it's going into a blender. You probably wouldn't even know, but I can't help myself. And, oh, pardon the noise. The waves pumping out here today, all right? We got overhead waves just slamming. I'm not surfing, I'll tell you that. Oh, look, all that liquid. Look, I got 1 more habanero. You guys want it hot? Caliente? Simon primo. Again, I'm gonna remove some of the seeds just because, you know, I gotta fly tomorrow. Right in there, perfect. And those tomatillos, they leach out a lot of liquid when you roast them. They get hot. I chilled everything. I roasted it ahead of time so that I can get cold. Everything about ceviche is cold. Cold cooking, you know, it's not really actually heat, but acid reactions and all those juices that came out of those tomatillos. We're gonna go ahead and add those right in there, Billy. Next, let's jump into our citrus. I got this little strainer here, and what that's gonna do is just gonna catch any seeds that come out, all right? Not a lot of citric acid. Oh, woof, habanero. Almost like a little bit orangey, but without the sugar. We're gonna add it as a little bit of our base. We'll do 2 of these little mystery citruses. If anyone knows what they're called besides lemons, you go ahead and let me know right in the comments, because I'll check it out. Next, like I said, these did not have a lot of citric acid, and we are going to need the citric acid to cook the fish. So we're gonna do a whole bunch of limes. We're looking at about 6 limes. And again, that's gonna be for the amount of fish we have, and with the shrimp, we're not gonna wanna cheat out on the citric acid. That is what makes fish, raw fish, into ceviche. I flied with a little, I'm surprised TSA didn't get me with this. I had a little vacuum thing of kosher salt. I always travel with a little salt. I don't always like vacuum seal it into a little brick. Who would have known that my lighting gear was gonna get the red flag, not the little vacuum sealed white powder. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I'm gonna add a little bit of salt into our dish right now before I forget. Always season your food. Let's open up this little mystery citrus royale, which I believe I was told it was, and just see what it looks like. I'm guessing not a lot of juice, a lot of seeds, and a lot of pith. Nailed it! Almost like a citron limon, you know, where it's a little wrinkly on the outside. Ooh, very nice flavor and citric acid. We gotta add a little bit of that. Oh, I need to live somewhere where I can grow citrus and mangoes. Like, what am I doing? Now we're gonna add a little fun, a little wild card, a little mango. I'm gonna save probably 3/4 of it, a half of it. We're gonna save a half of it, a little sweetness to it. We're gonna save that one. This one we're gonna add into the blender. Put those little babies in there. That's gonna add a little sweetness to the party and a little tropical fruitness, a little yum good. Avocado. Oh my gosh. This will add a nice little texture, a little creaminess, all right? Boom. About 1/4 of an avocado, a heavy 1/4. I kind of like it where it coats the fish instead of just like being water. I want it to be like a sauce, a vinaigrette almost, where it, you know, wraps around the fish and covers the fish so every bite has a little bit of on it. Also, again, probably definitely not a Mexican classic, but I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. I know, whatever. And we're gonna blend this bad boy up. I'll show you how I'm gonna cut up the fish and the shrimp, and we're gonna finish by putting this over it, put it in the fridge for about 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60 minutes, and that'll do the denaturing, the ceviche cooking, the cold cooking as I'm calling it. Ooh, that smells nice. Smells nice. Real quick, almost forgot, secret ingredient, when in Rome, we gotta add a little bit of cilantro. We're gonna say a lightly packed quarter cup. Beautiful, gotta have a little cilantro. If you don't like it, I'm sorry for one of those people where it tastes like soap. Better luck next life. Now I'm gonna taste for acidity, salt, and I'm gonna taste for sweetness. Wow! It's very, I mean, it's delicious. It's definitely a little spicy, not unpleasantly, and I'm eating it straight with the fish, with the chip. I'm gonna add chunks of mango, red onion to the mixture when we do it and compose it with the raw fish. So it's kind of nice. I'm gonna add, actually it's really growing on me. I'm gonna add a little dollop of some of that extra mango into it, just to give it a little bit of sweetness. We'll give that a quick little toot-toot. That's it. Right into the fridge. Right like it was a freaking pina colada. Best ceviche I had in Mexico, guaranteed. So now we're gonna cut up our snapper, all right? We got a nice little skinless filet. You don't want scales. It's all about quality. It's all about respect and not cutting any quarters. What I like to do right in here, there's bones and a little bit of bloodline. Bloodline being just like that dark kind of center core. I'll show you when I cut it out. That on the bottom is not a problem. That doesn't bother me at all, that color. That actually is a good indication that the person who filleted it did a really good job because they got really close to the skin and yeah, bravo. It's also where those pin bones are right there. You probably can't see them too well, but there's those bones in there. You do not want bones in your ceviche, no bueno. So I'm gonna go ahead and prune these up and then we're gonna cut them into a nice little portion, nice little slice. For ceviche, some folks like thick cut, big cubes. That's gonna take more time to cure. Not a problem. It's really a personal preference and a timing thing. And you can cube it, you can cut it in little slices. I mean, don't overthink it. You wanna break that up a little bit so you don't have to do that in your mouth. You can do it with the knife. Cut against it, and that'll give you a much more tender piece of fish to chew on. It should be like butter. All right, so now we're gonna cut up our shrimp. If you got a really nasty dark vein or a little poo-poo-boo-boo there, you can cut that out, you know? You split it right down the center with your knife. You don't want to go too deep, all right? And you just expose that line. That's the shrimp's digestive tract, and you can just kind of pull that out. See you later. It's gross, it is what it is. It's nature, all right? If you don't like it, then don't eat fish. So that's a nice, clean, deveined shrimp. And we're gonna do that to all of them, and then we're just gonna cut them into nice little chunks, little odd pieces, all right? Little nail-sized pieces, like a 5-year-old's thumb. It's ridiculous. So we got our shrimp all cut up, nice, cleaned into little bite-sized pieces. Same with our fish. I'm gonna add all that right together. Okay, and then I got our juice, our marinade, our good stuff. Those roasted tomatillos, habaneros, garlic. All right, what else we got in there? We got the cilantro, all that citrus, and that citric acid is what's gonna cook the fish. It's gonna make this the fish ceviche. We just want to give that a nice little coat. And this will just be my marinade, my vessel. And then we'll plate it in something nice, all right? And I want, see how it'll nice coated all real beautiful. And then when we put it into our vessel that we're gonna serve it with, we got some friends coming over later. We're gonna hang out on the beach, final night in Mexico, catch the sunset, have maybe a couple 1, 2, 3 drinks, a little ceviche, not so bad. So we'll put this in the fridge, covered. Like I said, I'm gonna check it in 30 minutes. I'm guessing it's gonna be about 45, 50 minutes. Ceviche in the fridge, beautiful. And I like it saucy, flavorful. I wanna bite that. This fish, I wanna bite that right now. Meow! A little spicy. Oh man, that's really good. Sometimes, Brad. Sometimes. Let me clean up. I'll see you guys in 40 minutes. We love you. All right, so the ceviche are now cooked or cured, or ceviche fish has been in the fridge for, say, an hour, right? We're looking good. The shrimp took a little bit longer than the fish did, a little bit more of a firmer, kind of tougher protein in my opinion. But you know, as soon as it starts to turn a little orange on the outsides, like a cooked shrimp would, that's a good indicator. And when the fish starts to get like a little bit more opaque, and white and like more of a cooked look on the fish. That's kind of the sweet spot. Nice and saucy and ceviche through. We're gonna add some red onion and a little bit of avocado, and then same thing with the mango. And then I'm just gonna hit a little bit of herbs on there. I got some of this pretty nice Thai basil, real fruity, real floral. You know, I'm just digging the ingredients I've been finding in the markets and in the stores around the neighborhood and in town. It's been hard not to use the stuff, you know. Let me make a little bowl. We'll feed the gang here. Look at that, nice and saucy. Yeah, meow. Just gonna hit it with a little more fresh cilantro on top. Why not? And that's all you need, man. Hardest part's getting fresh fish. And luckily where we're at, it's been super easy. And yeah, good ingredients are everywhere down here. If you just look, let's give it a little taste, huh? A little shrimp, a little fish, maybe a little mango, a little red onion. Okay, all right. Not too hard to do. The fish was amazing. The mango, everything we got was amazing. Even the tostados, beautiful place. It was an honor to cook down here and hang out. Beautiful people, had a blast. Really excited with how this came out. The ingredients kind of really let it speak for itself there, right? I'm just kind of helping it. Good ingredients is really what it's all about. And had a blast down here, and everyone that took us in and all the nice folks that helped me. My first time down in Mexico, but it certainly won't be my last. And yeah, hope you guys cook some version of this. Let me know more things you'd like to see me cook, and I love you. And again, power's out, so gang, I'm gonna need some help on this because unless we're getting ice, it's just gonna get hot and fresh fish, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Cut, wrap.